Hey everybody, this is Scott Gustafson, e-business expert, coming to you from my favorite place in my backyard. I prefer summertime as opposed to winter. It's getting kind of dark, but I wanted to spend some extra time with you to share a revelation I've had recently. And I'm going to make this as short as possible because it's about almost freezing out here. But I was inside recently just doing some household chores when I looked outside the window and I saw a squirrel out on one of the branches of a dog tree in my yard, and he was just gnawing away at a pecan. And I thought, hey, I love pecans, and I have plenty of them thanks to these two massive pecan trees in my backyard. So I thought, hey, let's go outside and pick some pecans because it's something great to do. I love to, when I go visit my parents at their cabin in the mountains, my dad and I will shell pecans so my mom can make some pecan pie. So I came out here to pick up some pecans, but as I was picking up all these pecans, I kept on thinking about that squirrel and what animals and wildlife do when it comes to these cold winter months, is that they'll go around and find as much food and sustenance as they can to survive the long winter months. And in that regard, people are kind of like squirrels. We work as hard as we can to save up as much money as we can, but when the winter months come, or I should say the desperate seasons come, we end up spending all our savings on some big ticket item we don't really need, like a vacation or a big flat screen television. And just like the squirrel, when the spring comes along again, we do the only thing we know how to do. We just go back to work and start saving up money to pay off that big expense item that we just purchased. So this entire time I was thinking of how squirrels are just always bouncing around the place, working as hard as they can, scourging, scavenging, just digging up as many nuts as they can to pay off their debt that's going to come in the bleak months. And, well, in this lifetime, you can decide for yourself. Do you want to be the squirrel chewing on the small pecans? Or do you want to be the person inside the warm house watching those squirrels go to work in the morning, scurrying around as hard as they can to get by? Me, preferably, I'd rather be inside where it's warm. So, and it's cold because my nose is running. So I want to leave this question to you. Do you want to be the squirrel, or do you want to be the squirrel watcher? And in this life, we have so many options of developing other streams of income besides just a job, a job. You can invest in real estate. You can dabble in stocks. You can create a job, a company with eBay. There's so many different ways to branch and build away from your job, but it all just depends on one choice, and that choice is up to you. To settle for pecans or the pecan trees. So this is Scott Gustafson, e-business expert, and I'm going to go inside and enjoy some pecans in the warmness of my house. I'll talk to you later.